Thank you so much, Danielle. That's great information. Well, you know, we have enjoyed beautiful weather today, despite the little fog we had this morning. We rebounded beautifully. Temperatures up around 60 degrees, seeing sunshine, but our friends to the south are having a very rough afternoon. As a matter of fact, Matt Standridge is in today for us at 5 and 7 because Matt Wentz is helping out a sister station of ours in Memphis, Tennessee with severe weather coverage this afternoon. So we have meteorologists literally near and far on our team today. But Matt, that storm system is going to just be one to keep an eye on for a lot of folks down south and here.
It's big. It stretches from the Gulf Coast all the way to the Great Lakes. We're not getting much today, but tomorrow we'll get our fair share of that rain and that wind. I want to take you to the weather maps this evening because this system is sparking several tornado watches on top of just warnings and severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado warnings themselves too. But it's all thanks to the system that's still centered in western Arkansas. Now, there's that warm front. South of the warm front, they're getting all this severe weather. North of the warm front, we're watching some of this rain, but the wind's going to be picking up. Now, Betsy was just talking about how Matt Wentz, he's in Memphis. That gives you a closer look. He's under right now a tornado watch, helping remotely with our team down in western Tennessee. But the track of this storm system really dictates what you're going to see out of it. You live south of the warm front, you're getting storms. North of the warm front, we're going to be getting rain, but on top of that, that wind is really about to pick up. We had winds advisories across northeast Ohio going into tomorrow because a lot of times our gusts are going to be over 30 miles per hour. We had the sunshine today, but the high clouds are starting to thicken up from the south and west, and we're going to turn a little bit cloudier throughout the rest of the evening. But temperatures have been great this afternoon as long as you live a few miles away from the lake, right? We're in the 60s for most of us, but just within the lakeshore, a lot of us are still sitting in some 40s and 50s. I mean, you go from downtown to Medina, you go from the 40s to the 60s, so that's not too far. But the three things I want you to know as we move forward: tomorrow is going to turn very rainy, it's going to be very windy, and it's going to be a lot colder. Those 60s are going away. I mean, just look at the trend throughout tomorrow. I think a lot of your Thursday is going to be spent in the 40s, but on top of that, those sustained winds are going to be well into that 20-mile-per-hour range. But like we talked about, sometimes the gusts are going to be over 30 miles per hour, and eventually we'll dip into 30s tomorrow night. Let's walk through your National Design Mar hour-by-hour forecast tomorrow morning. This is 5 o'clock. The rain will be moving from the south and west, and we're going to have bands of rain pretty much all day. You see towards the top left side of your screen, there's those winds that are going to be out there as we stay in those 40s and some 30s. The rain's going to be pretty consistent, but by the evening, what's interesting, as we try to cool down close to the lakeshore, some of us may quickly try to transition over a couple snowflakes. We're not talking about, you know, any kind of big winter system with this, but a few snowflakes might try to fly around as we really cool down going into early Friday morning. How much rain can you expect in your neighborhood? I think a lot of us are going to be near that 1-inch mark. Some of us maybe even a little bit more as you head farther towards the south. Here's your Union Home Mortgage 7-day outlook. Betsy, we got a big one coming in tomorrow, not just us, but across the eastern United States. Of course, we're thinking about Matt Wentz as he's busy tracking those thunderstorms. We're going to be not on the severe side, but the rain, the windy side, and it's going to be turning a lot colder as we head towards the first day of spring, Betsy.
Oh my goodness. Well, certainly our thoughts are with the folks in the deep south, and we do want to reiterate, we did not send Matt to Memphis. Matt is remotely helping our sister station.
That's right.
From his home here in Northeast Ohio. So he'll be back to join us tomorrow. I'm sure he'll have some interesting stories to tell us too. Thank you very much, Matt Standridge. We'll check in with you again in just a little bit.